Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week we are talking about how to pick the right store to go wedding dress shopping. Before we get into this topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to create a video on or anything you'd like to learn about. I am here for you, guiding you along the way, leading up until your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, and I wear many different hats at LOVELLA Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, please be sure to follow us on Instagram at LOVELLA Bridal, at LOVELLA Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. This week's video was inspired by Ashley, a subscriber, and she asked how to pick the right bridal store to avoid going to multiple wedding dress shops. I am so grateful for you, Ashley, for writing in on this topic. Last week we spoke about plus size wedding dresses, but I went really deep into how picking the right store and the right stylist with the right inventory really makes or breaks your experience and the various things that are possible to be done to really transform your wedding look. It's not all about just finding the dress. Yes, of course, it is about finding the dress. However, it's also the way in which you style it. Definitely go watch last week's video, but we spoke about being insecure about arms and different various options to make that insecurity a security. And without having the right stylist and the right expert and right store with the correct inventory to help achieve the look that you're going for, it's merely impossible to achieve that ultimate look that gives you that confidence and exudes the beauty in which you want to have on wedding day. Going back to Ashley's question in regards to how do you know it's the right store for you to pick? Do your research. Read reviews. However, don't allow the reviews to set the bar super high or super low. Take it all with a grain of salt. Reviews are important. However, most of the time reviews are people that are super happy or super disappointed. Sometimes you'll have people somewhere in the middle. So be understanding of that and the reviews that you're reading online. And also take a look at the social media, Instagram, website. Does the business have designers that appeal to you? Does it have price ranges that you feel comfortable in? And that also takes me to you not really knowing in bridal and wedding dresses what the dollar buys you. So sometimes you need to see dresses in person prior to setting like a concrete budget of what you're willing to invest in the dress, because just looking online, you don't understand the fit, the quality, and what the dollar is going to buy you in store. So making sure that the store aligns with all the different looks that you are perhaps interested in and have designers that feature everything you want. So at LOVELLA, for example, we have such a large selection of designers and a variety of different price points that it's a no-brainer to come shop at LOVELLA. However, obviously, if you're not in the area of LOVELLA, you need to find a store that's going to align with what it is that you visually appeal to. Now, you have that out of the way. You've picked stores that have items that will visually appeal to you, and you'll have dresses that are beautiful for you to shop. The next thing to consider are the expertise, the stylist. Do they know what they're doing? How experienced are they? How much does the store care about not only your shopping experience, but your experience leading up to your wedding day? Shopping for your wedding dress is not just buying the item and you leave and you never see the person again. You have to shop that store over and over and over again. What do I mean by that? You buy the dress, then you're gonna come in to inspect the gown once it arrives months later. Then you're gonna come in for alterations, multiple alterations until you pick up. You still have accessory appointments. You have so many different appointments leading up to your day. And for stores who do tuxedos or bridesmaids, you're gonna keep going back. You want to make sure it's an environment and has people and knowledge and expertise that you want to keep going back to. The most important thing to keep in mind when you decide what stores you're going to shop and what stores you're going to buy from is that you like the people and the environment. The other thing I will say on that is you're not gonna click with every single stylist. My personality and the way I approach an appointment may not work for you. I mean, I hope it does, but it may not, and that's okay. If we don't align and you're looking for a deep discount and you want to bargain and you don't care about quality and you don't care about service and you don't care about how much I care about your experience and you just want a deal, well, there's a lot of places you can go to just find a deal and no service and no quality. Not to say we don't have affordable wedding dresses at LOVELLA, we do. However, you are also paying for an experience. So you need to keep that in mind, that you may not align with maybe one of the stylists there, but everything else aligns with the business. So that being said, ask for another stylist. I've had people ask to not work with me, and I'm not offended by it. It just means that my personality and my approach didn't work for you, and I'm cool with that. I bet you there's somebody else on the LOVELLA family team that's going to be perfect for you, and that's no different for any other store that you shop. Just because you didn't connect with the stylist doesn't mean that store doesn't have the right dress for you or isn't the right fit for you. So reshop it again and ask to work with another stylist. Nobody should be offended by that, and if they are offended by that, then they really probably shouldn't be in bridal, because at the end of the day, all we want is not just to sell you a dress. We're in this to find you a dress, to make you feel the most confident and the most beautiful that you're ever gonna be. And if you're not working with stylists or stores that believe in that and truly honor that and carry that throughout the appointment, that's not the store that you want to work with. But it's also our job to help you sift through the noise in your head and be able to make a clear, conscious decision. Because at the end of the day, everything is a final sale, and we want you to make the best decision. If we're just selling a dress to sell a dress, it's not going to serve either one of us involved. You're not going to be happy in the end. We're not going to be happy in the end. And at the end of the day, we want this to be a win-win scenario for everyone. So be sure that you're looking at inventory, various price points. And if you're not sure about price points, like I said, you have to kind of get an idea about what the dollar buys you. But definitely a store like LOVELLA, we have such a huge selection, starting at a very economical price point that is just incredible value for the price that you invest. And any of our brides will tell you that. And it's just so important that you end up in the right person's hands that truly care about you and guide you. And the only way to know that is to get out there and start shopping. The one last thing I'm going to add to this is the more stores you shop, you end up seeing the same inventory over and over and over again. So be mindful of that. And maybe the thing to do is to shop the same stores again, right? So appointments are typically about an hour long on average, and brides get really hung up on that. Why is my appointment only an hour long? If you keep shopping over and over and over again within multiple hours, if you're shopping for hours upon hours upon hours, you forget what the dresses look like, what they felt like, and what you're shopping. It's not a good use of your time. What you actually want to do is reshop a store again versus staying in a store for a long period of time, because then the overwhelm and the confusion it becomes so complicated for everyone involved, and you start seeing stars and stripes in your head. You're just like so confused. So don't be afraid to shop the same stores over and over again, because perhaps there's a dress that you didn't think about, or the stylist didn't think about the first time that you went in. Instead of thinking that you need to go shop multiple stores and go shop the world, you're going to start to see the same inventory and the same designers over and over again. So pick stores that have different designers and a different type of inventory so that you're really seeing the widest selection. Keep in mind, this is not about quantity of stores that you're trying on at, and it's not about quantity of dresses you try. It's all quality. The quantity confuses you. It's not about the number of hours you're shopping. It's about how productive you are in the time that you're shopping. And if you don't love a dress, take it off. Don't waste your time taking a photo of it. Get into another dress. So if a store is limiting you to an hour, I don't look at that as a limiting factor. I look at that as, okay, we're going to be as productive as we can be in this hour, because if you go beyond that hour, you start to get mentally so skewed and confused, you don't even know what you like anymore. So be productive. If you don't like a dress, get out of it. Don't waste your time taking a photo. It's no big deal. Take it off, move on to the next dress. And no dress is a waste of time to try on. You will learn something from every single gown you try on. Maybe it's too sparkly, but there's a fit that you love about it. You love the strap detail, or maybe you just love the way the proportions fit you. You learn something about every single dress. So long as you have a positive attitude, open heart, open mind, and the right people and the right gowns and inventory behind them to support you, you will be on the road to success in finding your dream dress. I hope that you found this video helpful. For more videos and tips like this, please be sure to tune in every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will see you in next week's video.